Last year, around this time, we talked to you guys about Epic and Apple were engaging in lawsuits. Okay, the lawsuit was because Apple wanted Epic Games to have purchases and payment options just in their app and not outside of their app, for the app. Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason why they wanted to do that was because they wanted a piece of the pie. And then Epic Games was also going to be telling people that it's a monopoly and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we have a ruling. Okay. A judge has finally ruled on the Epic versus Apple lawsuits, issuing an injunction that will force Apple to permit developers on its platform to link outside payment options.
You know what? I'm happy that, Apple got, because Apple didn't straight up lose. I mean, they won other cases, but it just gets to a point where me as a business owner, I get tired of seeing how fucking Apple wants to control every single fucking action that other, businesses want to do.
Right.
So this is I think this is not a big win, but it's a small win for Epic, because Epic, I still feel like it has its own little shady, agenda behind this. So
They're developing their own little monopoly as well. Like, let's not
yeah.
fucking, let's
So
not
it's
like make it seem like they're not. They're using
I think it's a
Fortnite.
win for both.
Right.
Now, I don't know. This is why I always fucking love Google more, because it's an open platform, an open, source ecosystem.
Right.
It allows anybody to fucking jump in and create. It allows developers to create a platform, and Google's not gonna sit there and be like, "Hey, you know what? Fuck you. You can't do this." Blah blah blah. It's like, okay. So I don't know. I'm happy that it turned out this way, but there's also shit in the background that both companies are probably doing right now that it's not ethical.
Right. So after that ruling, there's another ruling. The court also says that Apple is not considered a monopoly under the antitrust law. So how do you feel about that?
It's definitely considered a fucking monopoly. Listen, Facebook, Apple,
And
and I'm gonna say
Amazon.
Google
And
and
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Those are the four biggest monopoly companies we have today.
Right.
Whether you want to rule it as not, I mean, that's your personal opinion, but you can't go a day in your life, wake up and then go to sleep and not see something from one of these companies
Yeah.
in a day. So yeah, I don't agree with that.
Right. So I think there's two things. So one of the things is that I find it weird that they're pursuing Epic Games for this, right? The outside payment options. When I go, let's say Peacock, let's say Netflix, let's say Hulu, let's say I want to say what is the other one called? HBO Max. Okay, I want to open an account. I want to buy a monthly subscription to one of their platforms to stream movies and stuff. However, I feel like they either got a loophole or they're getting a pass from Apple. And here's why. When you want to do something that's like you want to sign up and you want to give them money, they make you do it on browser, though not the app. Isn't that funny?
What do you mean on browser, not the app?
So if I want a $5 membership for, let's say, HBO, okay, HBO will open browser with a link and it'll tell me to pay there, not on the app.
Oh, okay.
I don't have to pay Apple. And there's other apps sometimes that I do, like let's say if you want to promote something on TikTok, it'll take money from TikTok from Apple. It'll make you fill up all your Apple account information and shit, and then it'll make you pay that from there.
So it goes through your Apple account, and then the Apple account pays that.
Right. So
Okay.
it says, "Oh, TikTok, you want this $20, okay?" And you click on the $20. Apple takes over the app, tells you to put all your information, and then it pops up like a little banner, and then tells you install, pay for it, and then it goes bing, and then it starts to do whatever you want it to do, right? But in HBO or Hulu or Netflix and all that stuff, they don't let you do that shit on the app. They make you do that shit. It opens up Safari, and then it starts to I'll put your credit card information, but on Safari, not on the app. So
Okay.
I find it weird that they go after Epic, maybe because it's a gaming company and they know how well gaming does, but I find it weird that they allow HBO and shit like that to go and allow outside payment options, but for this company, they were not doing it. Also, they said, even though they gave the injunction and stuff like that, Apple still has the right to not let them on the store. So even though they won,
They can just ban them.
Apple can just ban them from their software
Yeah.
and from the App Store and everything. Still,
See, it's trash.
right? So they won and they lost.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about how do you feel about that? You think that there's a little bit of suspicion there? You think they worked out a deal, or is it just different because it's Epic?
I don't know. It's it might be some kind of a deal that they make with Apple. Because like
They
for
pay,
example,
per year, per quarter.
yeah, because for example, like this past months I've been doing a lot of research for Android development for apps.
Right.
And the way it works is you build an app and then you pay a developer fee and for one-time fee only, and then you can just have your app on there. And Google only takes a super small percentage amount of per transaction if you sell online.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not fucking like 20% like fucking Apple wants to charge.
Right.
So I feel like if they say, okay, well, just pay us the developer fee to be on our store, you pay like a monthly fee or yearly fee to give you the access to put your app on our store, and you can just direct the payment somewhere else. That's on you if you don't want to pay the 20% or whatever, for the
Right.
transaction. So I feel
Interesting.
like they just worked out a deal where it wasn't necessarily stuck on their, what do you call it, their merchant.
Okay. I get what you're saying there. I get what you're saying. That's what I thought that was happening, but I do find it weird that they just go out of the app and they make you do stuff. Because I've seen other things like they make you do shit from there, you know. So
Well, it probably just honestly probably has to do something with Fortnite.
I think gaming, right?
Yeah, they probably just want to control it because there was an app that it was so popular on Google, a weather app, and these fucking assholes of Apple, because it was getting more attention than their own weather app, Apple bought the app and took it off the market for Google and didn't allow it. It it's something to do with their fucking, yeah, we can't have competitors, so let's just buy it
Right.
type of shit.
Right. Yeah. That I saw that recently on Free Guy. I don't know if you watched that movie, Free Guy. It's about video games, but they did something similar where they just bought out the competition and
Yeah, that's
shelved the
just
game.
it's the same thing with Facebook. Fucking Facebook bought out Instagram, so they won't have competition.
Snapchat. Yeah. No, it's crazy.
These are
So
definitely monopoly monies.
yeah, it's a little sneaky little billionaire trillionaire energy. The rest of the article, Apple did countersue for breach of contract. The judge ruled in their favor. So the court has ordered Epic to pay out 30% of the $12 million in revenue Epic collected from users in the Fortnite app on iOS through direct payment between August and October, which is crazy because it's August, that's 1 month, September, October. So in 3 months, they made $12 million off of fucking Fortnite. Crazy.
Yeah,
Just
see?
leaving that there. So they have to pay Apple back at least 3.6 million. And they also kept bringing up the banana. The banana, I think that Apple was saying something that the banana was naked or something. and that's why they banned it or some. I'm not really sure what the fuck the issue is with the banana, but Epic keeps saying that it's just a banana, and they put him in a suit for court, and they keep asking them why they put him in a suit, and they said because they just wanted to put him in a suit, and then they said if he was naked, and they're like, no, he's not naked. So it's like, so why did you put a suit on a banana? And they're trying to find ways to like fuck them over, you know,
Yeah.
to like make them, you know, some type of little thing in the thing. Oh, but the banana's naked, and let's say we banned you for that, you know. So they won and they won. Okay, didn't get proved as a monopoly. They might have lost that little thing for Apple, but at the same time, they lost because they have to pay back, and Apple still has a right to not let them on their platform.
Yeah. Look
Yeah,
at this. There's a little article that I found while we were doing this, and it says Epic Games trial reveals Apple negotiations with Netflix, Facebook, and Microsoft. And I'll send this to you. But if you scroll down, it says that Apple offered compromises to Netflix in 2018.
right.
We said Netflix wanted to run a test in a few small markets to see what would happen if they stopped accepting in-app purchases, because Apple takes 15 to 30% cut off of that. That's a
Okay.
lot. So, yeah, it's definitely like I said, it's a negotiation with these companies that are like, okay, yeah, if you want to do this way, blah blah blah, let's make a deal. And fucking Epic went fucking in detective mode and pulled out what the fuck was going on with them. Like you said, why did they don't want to target them?
Right. Yeah, I told you there's something in the contract that they signed, and it's just it might be different because it's gaming. You know, gaming might be like triple double streaming, but yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what the fuck was happening there, but we'll keep you updated. So technically they won, but they lost. Okay,
yeah,
so we'll see what happens from there. I'm ready to see the next article saying that they're not allowing them back on the shit regardless. So I want to
you're
see what that
banning.
happens. You know.
Yeah,
But we're moving on from there.